It's funny, if I wasn't recording, no one would need anything at all. And I only record like once a week. Like I take one day. Welcome to Mom Brain, where we cover topics such as stages of ages, parenting through grief, letting adult kids be adult, pregnancy, stress management, maintaining yourself, sex life after kids, and more. I felt like it would be really good to have you on as the first guest of this new podcast.
I didn't realize I was going to be the first. I'm honored.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah.
Your advice would be really great to start off with because you've been through all the stages of parenting up into parenting adults, and now they have their lives and they do their thing. You kind of just get to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. However, it hasn't always been that way because they were once children. So happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I thought that it was really fitting to have you be the first guest. Like I said, I love talking to you, but you have grown kids. And this podcast it's for moms, women caregivers, mothers, grandmothers, to just provide short stories and short conversations about motherhood, caregiving for children, young adults, adults as a woman. Tell us a little bit about who you are, how many kids you have, and their current ages, if you would like to disclose.
Well, I am Cindy Burns. I am the mom of 6 sons. They're grown adults. My oldest, oh God, how old is he? I'm not going to say how old he is.
Okay.
My baby is going to be 30 in March, and he's 7 years after number 5.
Okay.
So we thought we
Oh,
were done, and he showed up.
I
So
see.
yeah, it was a bonus baby.
Yeah.
And the first 5 all came within 8 years of each other. So
Mm,
yeah, it was kind of one right after another.
wow.
The longest, I think, in between was 2 years and 2 months.
Mhm.
And then the shortest was 14 months. So it was fun. It was a wild and crazy ride, but it was something that I'm so glad I did, and I miss those days.
If you could give moms one pointer for pregnancy period in relation to pregnancy changing your body or your relationships, your marriage, or all the things, what's one pointer that you would give to
I
be moms about pregnancy?
I hated being pregnant.
Me too, most of the
I wasn't sick. I wasn't sick, but I didn't like it. Because your body doesn't do what you want it to do.
time. Hmm.
You
Yeah.
can't even bend over to tie your shoes after a while.
Yeah.
Um, so one thing I'd say is watch your weight, because it's easy to pack on those pregnancy
Mm,
pounds.
yeah.
But
I
don't
got so
overdo it
fat.
to the point that you don't gain anything, because that's bad too.
Yeah. I gained so much weight with all mine. Yeah.
Just listen to your doctor and your
Mhm.
body. Your friends, relatives, they're all going to want to give you all kinds of advice, and listen politely, and then pick and choose what you're actually going to take to heart. When for some reason, people love telling horror stories about pregnancy and giving birth
Yeah.
to women who are pregnant,
Mhm.
and just tune it out, or just tell them, excuse me, but I'd rather we didn't talk about that, or
Yeah.
change the subject politely. They're talking about, oh, when I was pregnant with it. Excuse me, I need to go talk to so and so.
Every pregnancy is different,
Yeah.
even for the same
Oh,
mom. Mine
yeah.
are all different. Yeah.
People would tell me, oh, you're having a girl because you're carrying low, or you're having a boy because I carry different with every single one of them.
Hmm. Yes. Old wives' tales.
Yeah. Yeah. Just listen to your doctor and to your own body, I guess, is the advice I give.
Okay.
people are going to tell young mothers, they tell you all the time, enjoy it while it lasts because it goes by so fast, but it really, really does.
Yeah.
And you may feel like the never ending pile of laundry and the never ending, sink full of dirty dishes and the hearing mom whined at you 20 times in half an hour. Um, at the time you're going through all of that, you're never going to think, you're not going to think, oh, I wish I had this back. Those aren't the times you wish back.
Yeah.
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 No,
Yep.
the times you wish back are the hugs, are the when they'd say something cute. It just it's so much better now because of the phones. You can capture the memories. Whereas
Right
it
there.
wasn't that easy. Yeah, it wasn't that easy when my kids were little. We had a camcorder, but the first camcorders were in two pieces. You had half of a VCR, which was a video cassette recorder for all of you who don't know. You had half of that and this big honking camera. And it was a production to get it set up and going. Whereas now you just click on your phone and you're filming them and you don't even have
Yeah.
to. My husband was the picture taker and the videographer. So, but I told him, I said, I don't want to see this through a lens. I want to see this in real life.
Mhm.
And with the phones, you can, because you
Yeah.
can hold it over here and it's still recording,
Yeah.
and,
Well,
and you can still experience it. You guys are so
yeah.
lucky.
It takes away too that I'm never in the photos,
Yeah,
feeling like I thought about this the other day. I'm like, the only, photos really that I have with my kids are the ones that I'm taking like as a selfie kind of situation because we're the ones capturing the moments. It is a pretty cool and convenient way to be able to be in the memories too, if you will.
yeah, and especially if you're commenting or narrating what's going on.
Yeah.
That helps because um yeah, I would give anything to hear my husband's voice again.
Yeah.
Um for people who don't know, I'm a widow. He died 12 years ago. And yeah, I would give anything to hear his voice again. It probably is on some of those old videotapes.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten around to listening to them or watching them in 12 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
should
would
make
imagine you've
the
been a little
time.
busy.
Well, no, I mean, I should make the time, but it's kind of, I want to and I don't want to. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
Well,
uh,
it's
because it's gonna hurt, and I'm like putting off the pain. But
yeah.
I think I may make that my project for 2024 is to go through all those
There
tapes
you go.
because I've got one of those humongous Rubbermaid totes filled with them.
Uh-huh.
And um, they're bigger than a phone. They're I don't know how many people remember videotapes, but
Yeah.
yeah, they um, but yeah, I do wish that I could go back to those days for a day and
Yeah.
and know what I know now,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't have gotten upset over things that I got upset over. It wouldn't matter
Yeah.
if their bedroom was messy. I would cherish more the quality of time we spent. I was off and on a stay-at-home mom for a good portion of their lives.
Okay.
But I also worked for some of it too. So
Yeah.
I know both sides of it.
Same.
But what would I tell? I would tell them, stop being so busy. You don't have to be busy 24 hours a day. Your kids don't need to be involved in 14 different activities. I know you think you're enriching their lives, but unless they've expressed an interest in something, maybe don't do it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. I I I can relate to so I've been stay at home, I've been single, married mom, stay at home, working mom, and even now, my youngest is 8, almost 9, and there's times where things just kind of pop back into my head. Ugh, had I put more focus in certain times into the moment and not whatever I had going on. But as we both know, you can't change the past. Just learn and grow from it.
And don't give up on yourselves either. If something doesn't work, try it a different way,
Yeah.
or give it time to work.
Right.
Nothing, very few things work the first time you try them.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think it's a good idea to treat your child in some way, and it's a good idea, and it's good for them, and you feel good about it, just because it doesn't seem to, because you don't see any immediate results,
Yes.
don't give up. If
Yeah.
it's what you truly believe is going to help your child, like homework, sit with them and do it, or set a timer, all these different things, but don't stop after one try.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
though it can be very frustrating.
Oh, very frustrating. Yes.
One pointer to get through the baby stages.
Enjoy it. Just hold them. You cannot hold a baby too much.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to say, "Oh, you're going to spoil them. You have to put them down." You can hold that baby as much as you want to. I know it's hard because you're tired and they don't sleep. Whoever came up with the phrase "sleeping like a baby" never had a baby.
Yeah, really.
They sleep in 2-hour bursts.
Yeah.
So try to sleep when they do, or at least relax. Try meditation. That can really, while they're sleeping, just take some time and do a meditation, and just kind of refresh your soul. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Make time for it.
Yeah.
Fathers are a lot more involved now than they used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if he's, in the picture, take advantage of
Taking
it.
advantage of
Take
that. Yeah.
turns. Get a team of people around you that you trust, that can maybe stay with the baby for an hour while you take a quick nap, or at least a
Yeah.
shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just so that you can enjoy it,
Yeah.
because ugh, I love infants. For one thing, you know what they're doing, and they can't talk back. So yeah, I do. I love cuddling babies, and I'm baby whisperer.
Oh.
When I hold, I just remembered this. When I hold a baby, chances are that child will fall asleep if I hold it long enough.
Oh.
An infant especially, because
Yeah.
I don't care if they're sleeping.
Yeah.
And I'm so much more relaxed because I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're tense, that baby is not going to sleep in your arms.
Yeah.
They pick up on that too.
Mhm. Yeah. Tense and like
There's
chaos
another
around.
trick.
Yeah.
There's another trick is um take a towel or a blanket from the dryer, directly from the
Mm.
dryer, lay it down, lay your baby on top of that.
Mhm.
Because you're taking a sleeping baby, they fall asleep in your arms, and no, as soon as you put them down, they
Ah.
wake up. That's because
Yeah.
they're hitting a cold sheet, a hard cold sheet.
True.
So
Yeah.
lay them down on something warm. Yeah,
Okay.
that was one of my favorite tricks.
Yeah. Lay 'em on something more. Okay. Makes sense. They're going from your warm arms
Yeah,
to yeah, okay.
yeah, especially if your child isn't one that likes to be swaddled.
Yeah. I had one, well, he liked to be I swaddled him, my youngest, I swaddled him a little bit longer just because he was going from his birth mom to me and kind of back and forth for a bit. So I probably swaddled him, and he was pretty small. I swaddled him, I don't know, well into like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah,
Just to provide extra comfort and security kind of
yep,
thing,
some babies need that, and
Yeah.
others babies fight it.
Oh
So
yeah, I had others. They were like, if I can
my
move
oldest,
now, take it off me.
I don't think he was ever swaddled.
But it's kind of a security thing too. If they're
Oh,
safe and secure, they don't need that extra safety as much.
the
Maybe,
first fear that we have is the fear of falling.
Ah,
Baby infants, they they don't know about fear of being left or whatever. They know
yeah.
fear of falling. That's the first instinctive fear.
That makes sense because of my 7-year-old for the longest time. I mean, even up until like crawling, any little imbalance, he's like, like,
Mm.
like
Well,
you.
and
So
then you have a kid like my fifth son who had no fear for his personal safety whatsoever, still doesn't. He's in the army, he does things, he's jumped out of planes, perfectly good planes, he's rappelled down a helicopter, he's done all kinds of things. He volunteered to get punched in the face and knocked out.
oh,
It was something they did, I think it was in boot camp. They did
oh,
it.
I was
Yeah.
thinking you meant like MMA or something, like,
No, no,
or boxing. I mean, not MMA.
nope, he volunteered, they were, I don't know what the whole thing was about. Um, if they wanted them, I don't remember why, but he volunteered for it to get knocked out. It's like, are you stupid? He said,
Yeah, please
it was
don't hit
fine.
my face at all. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
he was fine. He just, it's like, okay, whatever. But he's the one with the two daughters, and I think his no fear attitude is it's definitely gone on to his youngest daughter. The
Hmm.
first one, I don't think she has a lot of fear either. So that's good. You
Yeah.
know, if I had a daughter, I wouldn't want her to be, you know, afraid and shrinking away. I want her,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
strong and independent.
Yeah. One pointer for maintaining yourself, maintaining your individuality as a woman.
That's a rough one because you can think that you've done that and that you're independent and all, and that your identity isn't tied in with being a mom and a mother, but it is, and it
Yeah.
will be, and there's nothing you can do about it and nothing you should do about it.
Yeah.
You can still be who you want to be while still being a good mom and a good wife.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, you cannot separate yourself from that, because if you do, then you're failing.
Yeah.
If you are completely separate from your husband, why are you married? You become
Oh.
one when you get married.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're two halves that make a whole. So be your half, when you're at, for your career, or your personal development, that's fine.
Yeah.
But remember that there is a part of you that you promised to be a part of.
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah, and the same with children, they're part of you.
Mhm.
So you owe it to them to be a part of them as well.
Mm.
Um,
Well, I appreciate all your advice and your sharing of your experiences and just being vulnerable and available. And I'm excited for you to be the first guest. I'm really
yeah,
glad that we could
I'm
do
so
this.
honored. You know, I love talking to you. I'll never say no to you. So
Oh, thank you. And
thank
same.
you.
All right, let us know where we can find you.
The easiest way to find me is on Facebook. And on Facebook, I am Cindy Judd, Judd Burns. I answer Messenger more often and quicker than I do email.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I get so many emails.
Yeah.
So just ding me on Messenger. It's
Okay.
the easiest way.
Perfect. Say what I want you to say.
I know, Mom. I know, Mom.
Okay, that was good. Thank you. Visit www.philology.net to check out our workbooks, autobiography, receive our weekly wrap ins, monthly blog emails, and much more.